You finish a bottle of water, see the recycling symbol, and toss it in the blue bin. Feels good, right? But where does it actually go? For years, we believed our plastic was recycled into new products, a clean, circular story. The truth? It's a global shell game. Wealthy countries like the US have shipped plastic waste overseas, out of sight, out of mind. China was the world's recycling bin, taking in millions of tons of our plastic. We sent it, they sorted it, and we felt good about our recycling. But much of what we sent was contaminated and basically trash. In 2018, China said enough, banning most foreign plastic waste with its national sword policy. Suddenly, plastic piled up in US ports and warehouses. The system broke. Exporters scrambled, sending waste to Southeast Asia, Vietnam, Thailand, Indonesia, and especially Malaysia. These countries had weaker regulations and were unprepared for the flood of trash. The plastic problem didn't disappear, it just moved. Your recycling bin isn't a magic portal. It's the start of a messy global journey. The world needed a new place to hide its trash, and Southeast Asia became the new dumping ground. The recycling fairy tale was over. The reality? A global crisis with plastic piling up where it doesn't belong. So, what happened next? Let's follow the trail to Malaysia. When China closed its doors, Malaysia became the world's top destination for plastic scrap. Imports tripled almost overnight. The US and others paid Malaysia to take their garbage. But this wasn't clean recycling, it was dumping. Illegal plants burned and dumped plastic, poisoning air and water. Rural communities suffered toxic fumes, polluted rivers, health problems. Fields became wastelands buried under foreign plastic. Bags from US stores in Malaysian villages. Legal recycling facilities were overwhelmed, but illegal operators thrived, cherry-picking valuable plastics and burning the rest. There was no accountability, just profit at the expense of people and the environment. Malaysia's dream of economic opportunity turned into a toxic nightmare. The source? Plastic stamped, made in the USA. The world's trash had a new home, and the cost was paid by those least able to bear it. But Malaysia wasn't about to stay silent. By 2019, Malaysia had had enough. Environment Minister Yeo Bee Yin led a movement. Malaysia would not be the world's dumping ground. The government raided illegal factories and, in a bold move, began sending contaminated waste back to its origin countries. Press conferences at ports showed the world the reality: mountains of foreign trash. The message: this is your garbage, you deal with it. Malaysia shipped containers of waste back to the US, UK, Canada, and Australia. It was a global wake-up call. Wealthy nations could no longer ignore their exported pollution. Malaysia's stand was about dignity, sovereignty, and justice. They exposed the hypocrisy of countries preaching environmentalism while exporting their mess. The out-of-sight, out-of-mind system was broken, the trash was coming home, and the world was forced to pay attention. Malaysia's defiance sparked a domino effect across Southeast Asia. Thailand, the Philippines, and Vietnam tightened their borders to foreign plastic. The loophole left by China's ban slammed shut. Exporting countries, especially the US, faced a crisis. Their recycling system's flaws were exposed. With nowhere to send low-value, contaminated plastic, much of it went to landfills or incinerators. The world realized recycling wasn't working as promised. International action followed. The Basel Convention was amended to regulate plastic waste trade. Now, countries need consent before shipping plastic abroad. The focus shifted from recycling to reducing plastic at the source. Corporations faced pressure to cut single-use plastics. Malaysia's stand forced the world to confront its plastic addiction. The system is broken, but you're not powerless. The solution starts with billions of small choices. Use less plastic. Refuse what you don't need. Skip the straw, the bag, the bottle. Choose reusables. Water bottles, coffee cups, shopping bags. Support businesses and policies that cut plastic waste. Use your voice. Ask for less packaging. Support bans on single-use plastics. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. Every small change adds up. You're part of a global movement. Honor Malaysia's stand. Help build a future where we don't ship our problems away. The fight against plastic starts with you.